All right, so Bandai randomly decided to upload a over 200 characters trailer for Sparking Zero. Wait!
Goku.
First anniversary! Hold on, they might be cooking. Is this something special for the first anniversary? We got like an update? What is this about? Over 200 characters, okay.
Kakarot, I will defeat you this day.
Why is this so like lag? Why is it like laggy? Is this on the Switch version? Okay, so it shows sparking, and then it's just counting. Are they actually gonna go through all 200 characters in this? Oh my god, they are.
Absolutely pathetic.
How long is this video? This 6-minute video. Okay, I guess I'll watch it. Alright, dog, this is getting kind of boring. There's nothing new being shown. They're literally just going over the 200 characters. I mean, it's starting to go up a little bit faster now that they're getting to Goku and Vegeta's forms. Because they know that that's not really a new character. Okay, so here's the DLC.
My training's about to pay.
I think that's crazy that this game has over 200 characters, even with forms being counted, because the forms play differently than, you know, other characters. They're kind of just doing everything out of order here. Yeah, this is all just like, they're just like randomly throwing characters out here. Oh, look, there's Shallot. Crazy he's in the game. Alright, should be almost done here.
Thank you, Shinron. That little extra went a long way. Got something to say.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do Cell Max versus Giant Goma. That's actually pretty cool.
Even you've got to admit it's pretty cool.
No more messing
Even you gotta admit it's pretty cool. Okay, alright, I see you, Gohan. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I like this. The finisher has Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Gohan. And they both say the same thing. That's cool, dude. Alright, give me something. Give me something at the end here. Because that was ass. Sitting there watching all that shit, that was ass, bro. Like, yes, I've seen these characters. I have the fucking game. I don't need to see a trailer going over the game that I already own. Oh! Yo, hold up! Wait. Did you see that? Those cheeky bastards. We knew it. We knew it was coming. We're getting more content. We're getting more content, bro. Let's go. Okay. It isn't over yet. That is right, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is confirmed to be getting more content and DLC throughout 2026. We're getting actually our first info on that on January, okay? In January of 2026, which is a big surprise. I wasn't expecting them to drop a trailer this soon. It's only been like, what, a couple of weeks since DLC 3 dropped? So this is unheard of for Sparking Zero and Bandai Namco promotion, right? They have not, you know, done something this close, I think, since the game released, right? Even the trailers that they were doing leading up to it with the character trailers, we got those like once every month, and then it started getting a little bit, you know, more and more like, you know, condensed before the game launched. But this is awesome news, and it really just shows that there is potential that they might actually lock in now with promotion and be, you know, have more communication with us, right? Before, I mean, DLC, what was it? The Shallot pack? That was in January. Then we had to wait like almost 4 months for the very first and only trailer for DLC 3. And then obviously they, you know, had the DLC releasing in like a couple of days after that, okay? This, they're actually communicating and saying, hey, more info is coming January 2026, okay? This is before Battle Hour. We don't have to wait until Battle Hour for this, okay? Which is excellent, right? I had a feeling that, you know, they would not make us wait that long, because if they did, it would have been a horrible decision, right? But, you know, it was Sparking Zero. They could have easily done that and not gave a fuck, right? But this shows that they're actually, you know, they actually care in a sense. And I think they've actually been listening, okay, to a lot of the criticism that's been going on with feedback and communication. But we'll see. But this trailer was posted yesterday. You know, you saw my reaction that I recorded right when the video got posted. I was kind of, at first, like, just confused. Like, what the fuck is this? and I was watching it, and they were going through literally every single character for the most part. You know, some characters got longer, you know, showcases, but I was sitting there like, dude, am I really gonna sit here for 6 minutes and watch this shit? I was like, okay, I'll do it. But I kind of cut that part out because it was just, I mean, you guys have seen the trailer, right? But at the very end, I did not expect them to do a little teaser where the 208 was about to go to 209, and then it, you know, transitioned, and they fucked with us, right? And it said, you know, more to come or whatever, right? This is good news, right? So what a milestone for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, over 200 characters and counting. Enjoy this character showcase as we celebrate the game's first anniversary, but it's not over yet. You know, they had to say it like Goku does in Xenoverse. It isn't over yet. The next DLC is already in the pipeline, bringing new characters and more. More info coming January 2026, right? So yeah, it says to be continued. I think everybody knew that Sparking Zero would be getting a second season or just additional DLC. When they're saying the next DLC is already in the pipeline, bringing new characters and more, I don't think it's just going to be one season pass. I think this game could have the potential of a Xenoverse 2, you know, lifespan, right? Maybe not that crazy, because Xenoverse 2 is ridiculous, right? But it just depends on how they're handling content going forward, okay? So we know more characters will be coming. They confirmed that. We kind of knew that. I think that is a bad decision if they're just doing characters. We have been very vocal about what we want, right? And that's the only thing that is worrying me, is that they're going to potentially just focus too much on the characters again and not much else, right? But there is a difference, right, for this, you know, 2026 year and beyond compared to what we had this year, right? The first season pass that we got, everything was already confirmed, set in motion. They had much stricter guidelines on what they could do, as well as the Switch version taking development, you know, resources and time away from the actual content for the normal game, right? So with all of 2025 being just that, right? Switch version and the first season pass, they kind of just focused mainly on the characters. We did get one new stage. We did get a couple of outfits, right? But not, I mean, basically one. It was just the Piccolo one, right? For Superhero. But nothing else, right? And it was a big disappointment. There were no new game modes. There was nothing else other than the raid bots thing that they do like once in a blue moon, right? So I think 2026 has a lot of potential, but we'll definitely see what they want to go for in, you know, that direction, okay? So they do show right here on the Japanese version, it says, thank you for always enjoying Sparking Zero. We are currently developing new DLC, including characters and more, right? The and more part is carrying a lot of weight here, right? That could mean, you know, more stuff in terms of customization, like outfits, more maps and everything. We know more maps will come, right? Now that we've seen that they can make a new map, I don't know how frequently, how long it will take now, because I don't think it took basically 1 year, a whole year just to make one new map. That's realistically, no. Maps, I know they're big, they put a lot of detail into it, but not a year, right? It could probably take maybe a couple of months, maybe 1 month, maybe it's only a few weeks it takes them to make a map, right? I don't think a map is that difficult to make. I understand, again, it has a lot of detail, but we shouldn't have to wait that much longer for a new map. And now that they're going into, you know, a bit of a different direction now, saying further updates are planned for January 2026 and beyond, right? And beyond, right? We got a lot of shit coming for this, right? So there could be new game modes and stuff. And I would say keep doing what y'all are doing. Keep doing your part in terms of giving feedback to these devs. I think honestly, like, other than doing the email, their Bandai Namco contact, just going on their Twitter and replying to their tweets with stuff that you want to see is good, but don't be so aggressive and unreasonable, right? Like, you got to do it within reason. Like I showed in one of my previous videos, there was somebody who just basically said, hey, these are things that would make the game better, and then gave a full list of it. Even people providing images for reference are always good, right? Do that. Keep doing that. That's good to see, right? People who go in there and they're just like so aggressive and they're like, oh, fuck you. This is not what we want. This is bullshit. You know, I mean, I guess they'll be listening, but I mean, there's no reason to just be so aggressive about it, right? Just be, you know, reasonable, say what you want, say what would make the game better, because when they see that, they're like, okay, these are and if it gets a lot of likes too, right? You know, obviously people who are running these social media, you know, accounts and everything, they will be listening, right? And I know they're listening. I will tell you right now, they are listening. So just, you know, keep doing what you're doing with it, right? We'll keep making our videos on this stuff because I'm sure that they do watch content as well. Maybe not as much as the social media. I think the social media and getting email contact is more important, right? I think that's going to be the most vital thing. But yeah, just keep talking about it. Keep it like a buzz going with you know, stuff that we want to see. And they did take that feedback, okay? And I know they're going to be taking that feedback from that survey we did last year, right? That could always be something that is going to be implemented into next year's content, right? So again, on the Japanese, Twitter just says basically the same shit, right? Check out the commemorative video that showcases the overwhelming number of characters. Now, I don't know if they're going to do anything special for the first year anniversary. Today is the 3rd. Wow, that's crazy. It's already October 3rd. Holy shit, that was fast. The DLC releases, or sorry, not the DLC. The game dropped, I think, in like 4 days from now. Was it the 7th or like the 11th or something? Because there was the early access. It's going to be within the next like week or two, right? So I don't know if they're actually going to be dropping something special for the 1 year anniversary. If not, then this could have been what they did for it. It was just this you know, damn fucking video, and just to announce, hey, there's more content coming, which, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I think it would have been better if they had something planned, right? I personally think adding Gohan Black, who is already in the fucking game, right? Add him as being like a playable character separately, or even throwing an outfit for Goku Black to use Gohan Black would be pretty cool. I think a lot of people would just like to have that. That takes almost zero effort. There's zero resources that really need to be, you know, contributed towards that. Everything is there. They already have all the files. Just let us play as him, right? Should have been an unlockable character, you know, by playing the fucking story, right? But they didn't do that. So moving on here. Again, we already went over this. Like I said, this carries a lot of weight, saying including characters and more, right? And then also saying further updates are planned, okay? Maybe those are free updates. Maybe they mean updates as in we're going to update you guys on what's going on with the DLC. I don't know. That's up to interpretation. We'll definitely see, right? So we have a little special thing here that I kind of wanted to go over. This is going to be happening during kind of like the anniversary of Sparking Zero. This is going to be on Kazunoko's channel. If you guys don't know who Kazunoko is, he is a competitive fighting game pro player from Japan. He has been in a lot of Dragon Ball game showcases like The Breakers, Sparking Zero, obviously Dragon Ball Fighters. Anytime that they do like a special video, you know, stream or whatever, they'll usually have him there. I guess he has like probably like a contract with Bandai. I don't know. We'll see. But this is something that a lot of people were tagging me in because there was something that caught their eye. It says defeat the incoming assassins with as many characters as possible within the time limit. So some people were saying, oh, is this a new game mode, right, that they're introducing? Is this something that they're going to have as like an update? I don't think so. What they meant is it's this right here, okay? The performers, challengers, Kazunoko, and the assassins are Aqua, I guess, Go1, and Naruo. As far as I know, those are actual other competitive fighting game players as well. So the 40 here, I believe, are the characters that they're going to be using. And Kazunoko, this is basically just a gauntlet. So this would be a great new game mode, like a survival mode, right? Like we've been asking for. But they're just making their own version of it just for this special thing, right? It's not an actual... I don't think it's an actual game mode. I think it's just... Kazunoko is going to just try and see how many characters he can beat against these three people. That's why they're the assassins, right? It's not, I don't think it's a new game mode or anything. It does make it sound like that, but it's the Kazunoko character challenge. And that's it. So yeah, people were tagging me in this. And I wish it was a new game mode. This right here shows basically a concept for what it could be. I don't know why they're not going to do it. would be a pretty easy thing for them to do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't get your hopes up, but I'll definitely check this out. It's gonna be, like I said, on Wednesday, October 8th. It says a professional gamer, blah blah blah. Yeah, competes to see how many characters he can use to defeat the assassins who are waiting for him. In the stream, Kazunoko will compete against 3 assassins in online single battles, each lasting 40 minutes. Okay, so the 40 is 40 minutes for each person, and he just is gonna run through all 208 characters. I mean, if he needs to, just depends on what it is. So yeah, this isn't a new game mode. It's just him. It's just him fighting other people online. That's it. Kind of ass, It is what it is. But yeah, if you want to check this out, that's there. Yeah, that's pretty much the main gist of everything. I think the main thing, obviously, that we're excited for is that new content is coming. There is a good future for it as long as we keep giving feedback. And hopefully, they are continuing to listen. I know gameplay changes and gameplay balances are very important as well, but if they want to get people to actually play the game and have an incentive to play, they got to do more than just characters. Okay, that is big reason why the DLC has failed. I don't want to say, sorry, it hasn't failed, right? But it hasn't gotten a lot of people back into the game, right? I don't see this having really a Cyberpunk 2077 comeback. Right? Maybe not that big, but I think a lot of people will get back into the game if you add stuff that makes them actually want to play, right? And it's not just online, right? If you just do online, like people have already experienced the online for this game, and it's just like, fighting another person, right? One-on-one, you can do DP battle, whatever. And some people are just not really into that, right? And that's okay, right? What we had in the original Tenkaichi games was a lot of single-player content. Remember, there was no online in those games. So if they can just lock in and do what we're really wanting and asking for, what we've been asking for the past year, this game can, have a good overall lifespan, right? So thanks for watching. Drop a like on this video, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.